You want to know what I did yesterday? I watched all that football, and it really didn't get me anywhere. All those games sucked, especially that Bears and Commanders game. What the hell happened in that one? Well, anyway, here's the play of the day. Again, it's pretty crappy because, again, this Sunday was really awful. Anyway, here we go, guys. I mean, yeah, the Commanders and Commanders game, what the hell happened in that one? Here's the play of the day anyway.
Comes down to one last play, and it's going to be getting longer by the second. You're all the way back at the 30-yard line. Now you can step into it. Huh? And a matchup with Jordan.
Away. Short kick. Falling down. Ball is loose. Recovered by Buffalo on the muff.
Did he? I can't believe anything that just happened.
It's the third drop. Winston going for it all for the end zone for Tillman. He's got it! Oh, my God. Jackson takes the snap. Play, throws to the end zone. It's up for grabs. Incomplete! The Browns have won the ball game!
Oh, no.
Miracle! It's Noah Brown! Oh my goodness! This town is going crazy! It's a madhouse in Landover, Maryland!
And with all that out of the way, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the NFL. Of course, please like and subscribe. You guys are in for another long week recap. Obviously, we had 14 games going on yesterday. And yeah, 14. There we go. I got it right. And they were all crazy. No, not all of them, but the first two, obviously, in the intro were crazy. We'll get to those ones among all the other games. Obviously, a lot of stuff shaking up around the league. As always, though, we'll start out with injuries, getting you updated, of course, going for next week and just overall. All right, first things first, Levante David injured his ankle in that loss to the Falcons this week. Outside of that, though, nothing really too crazy that we, again, didn't already know about the Bucs in terms of their injuries. Justin Fields, the backup, obviously, for the Steelers at this point. I mean, maybe he'll play next week. I don't know. Eagles, James Bradbury could be back. I wouldn't expect it. He hasn't really, they're not going to need him. What is it called? CJ Mosley, he might not play against the Texans. Of course, we'll get to that one on Thursday. That's for the again, on Halloween, too. So, again, crazy week coming up. Either way, though, for the Dolphins, they have a lot of guys injured, but none of them are really too serious. Outside of that, though, I mean, Isaiah Pacheco could be back. That would be interesting. I'd say no, but I mean, there's crazier things that have happened. But again, probably not. Honestly, the biggest injury, though, probably in the day overall was that, of course, Jordan Love, again, questionable with the groin injury. Again, he injured his groin. I think he, pulled it. That would be my guess, considering, what happened, in that game against the Jaguars. But obviously, they're going to need him against the Lions. That's all I'll say. But again, we'll see if he can come back for that. Outside of that, though, Cowboys, Chumadoga, they're going to probably need him at some point. JOK really messed up his neck. He was immobilized. I would not expect him to play next week. That's just, again, from what I saw. But we don't know for sure. He's questionable, at least at this point. Jonathan Brooks could be back against the Saints. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Bears, some guys are injured. Yeah, we got that stuff going on. All right. What is it called? Cornelius Lucas and Brandon Coleman, both starting tackles, could be are both questionable. Obviously, not Cornelius Lucas. He's actually the backup. But Brandon Coleman, again, got concussed back in week 7, so that really tells you the tale there. Jerome Baker, questionable for next week. Again, for personal injury issues, you can go look that up if you want to. Again, I wouldn't recommend it, but again, if you want to, you can. Debo and Juwan Jennings are both questionable. I mean, Debo's been, injured, in some way or form. He's just been really banged up this year. DK Metcalf did not play this week. He could be playing against a huge game, of course, for the in that Rams one right there. Aaron Rodgers, knee injury. Okay, that's interesting. They should just not play anybody. Hassan really disappointing that this past week. Obviously, he's questionable against he's doing his thing there for the Texans. All right. After that, though, keep going up. Where are the Patriots? They're somewhere on here. We'll just get to them, and I guess when we get to them. Drake May obviously left with a concussion. Just wanted to mention that. Again, we'll probably get to that one as well. Jordan Whittington, again, he didn't play against the Vikings on Thursday Night Football. He could be back for that game against the Seahawks. Outside of that, though, I would like to mention, again, Christian Kirk's going to be out for the rest of the season. He broke his collarbone. It was a really ugly, painful injury. I hope he recovers as well as he can. Obviously, that really sucks. That's all I got to say there. Brian Thomas got the wind knocked out of him. I don't know. That's what I got there. Outside of that, though, no real major injuries for anybody. I mean, Sean Bunting, of course, missed last week. We'll see if he can play against the Bears in a big one for them as well. With that said, that's all I got for you guys in this week. What is it called? 9 NFL injury report. Or no, week 8. What am I talking about? Week 8 NFL injury report. That's all I got for you guys here. Let's get into our first game. That was obviously a must-win for the New York Jets. Let's see how they played against the Patriots.
From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts, it's week 8 of the NFL season.
No situations.
May climbs the pocket, gonna run again. May, first down, May, in. Jake's territory telling us that he did agree with the call. Rodgers slinging one to the end zone, touchdown. To tight space in the back of the end zone, and the point after, not even close. First and goal from the 1, Rodgers near side end zone, it is caught, Gibson, touchdown. Tim short of the line to gain, Stevenson has it, Stevenson in, touchdown. Jets have lost 4 straight, as desperate as it gets in week 8. Rodgers puts him in, under it, far side, it's caught, Wilson, and the flag. 44-yard attempt, Zerline has missed a point after, and this kick from 44, wide left. Rodgers giving here to Braylon Allen, and he's in, touchdown. Brissett under center, here we go. Stevenson on the take. Stevenson is in for the touchdown. 10, Rodgers sidesteps over the middle, and it is caught. Adams makes the catch, but they can't stop the clock.
You tell me you're with on my purpose. You're doing.
The Jets are they're the Jets. Like, they suck. They're low Jets. They're anything you want. They remind me of, oh my God. The Jets are just horrible, guys. Like, I mean, at this point, they should just, like, blow the whole team up, which they can't do because, well, they're that late into the season. Obviously, they need to fire their GM. They need to like blow everything up, which is not going to happen this year. So they're really screwed for this year, guys. The Jets are they're so bad. I mean, guys, the Patriots are, if not they're the worst team, they're one of the worst teams in the league. This is a team that makes bad teams look good, and they still beat the Jets. Guys, they're horrible. Like, they're just so bad. Like, there's no way around it. Like, oh my God. They got the Texans on Thursday Night Football next week. They're going to get their absolute butts kicked in that one. The Jets, again, oh my God, like, I don't even know what to say. Like, they're that bad. 5 straight losses. Of course, the Patriots get their, snap their 6-game losing streak, which, of course, is the longest in the league, so congrats to them. They got a tank pull next week, which should be really fun to watch. Aaron Rodgers, though, was missing passes. Drops were apparent. That Patriots secondary was really banged up, and he still couldn't really do anything with it. He has now had 31 straight games without a 300-yard passing game, which is just, it goes beyond me, to be honest with you guys. Brees Hall had 80 yards. I mean, that's what you expected. He should have gotten a lot more than 16 carries, even though that's still not a terrible usage there. Braylon Allen, of course, with the go-ahead touchdown before, of course, their defense fell apart. I mean, guys, the Jets are just so bad. Garrett Wilson got some pretty good deep passes downfield. After that, though, Devontae Adams was completely non-existent. Again, you've seen inmates in state penitentiaries more visible than him in this one because, I mean, what the hell was that? Tyler Conklin caught a touchdown. Xavier Gibson caught a touchdown. I don't want to talk about the Jets anymore. Their offensive line sucks. They suck, and they're about as bad as it gets. Defensively, though, Jamin Sherwood had 11 tackles. They got some pressure, I guess. The secondary really struggled. And, yeah, they got their absolute butts kicked up front, too. So, I mean, guys, they got to be better than this. Jeff Ulbrich, I'm not going to say it's completely his fault because Robert Saleh was the reason this team had, like, at least somewhat of a good defense. I still don't know why they fired him. I mean, that was just the dumbest move ever, guys. Like, the Jets are just, this is probably about the worst season you could have possibly imagined for this team. For the Patriots, and it's not saying in a good way, like, there's no pity for this team. Like, what the hell is going on? Jacoby Brissett, though, 15 of 24, 132 yards. Drake May, of course, got concussed in the, again, Jacoby Brissett. Again, Drake May, even concussed, is still learning how to throw for 130 yards behind Jacoby Brissett. Again, great job, Jacoby. But actually, guys, yeah, solid performance by him actually getting them the win. Ryan Stevenson, I mean, he almost had as many touchdowns as yards per carry. That kind of tells you how this game went. Drake May obviously the 18-yard touchdown run on like the first drive of the game. No one really did much as a receiver, but I will say Kayshon Boutte is pretty good as a downfield threat, which is a lot better than what we saw with him in college in his final season, obviously. Outside of that, though, defensively, they tried, and they were a lot more physical, and they were a lot more tough, which is exactly what is it called? Jerome Mayo wanted, and that's good to see. But they're banged up, they suck, and yeah, I don't know how the hell they won this game. Joey Slye had a field goal though, and outside of that though, team stats wise, again, neither team was very efficient. I mean, I guess the Jets kind of were, but still they weren't. The Jets they're like the biggest disappointment in football, guys. Like I despise them. Like that's how bad they've been this year. Either way, if you're a Jets fan, I mean, I hope you guys just like. Yeah, like there's nothing to say. Like you guys are just like completely like screwed. And Patriots, yeah, you're not in last place anymore. I still think you are, but like in your hearts you aren't. That's what I got for this one. I'm done with these two teams. I'm really done with the Jets, guys. Like holy crap, done with them. Let's get to our next one.
It's an AFC North matchup. The Cleveland Browns are hosting the Baltimore Ravens. The kick from the land is Wildcat. Jackson is the bottom of your screen. Henry tried to go to his right. Nothing's there. He stops. Maurice Hurst down. They hand it off to Henry. And Henry breaks a tackle. He's free to the near side. Watch out for the stiff arm. Henry sizing him up. He missed. Clock down to 2. Winston's in trouble. And Hamilton takes him down across the football. There's a scramble for it. And first down, throws it toward the end zone, diving attempt, it's caught. Aguilar. A first down. Winston looking toward the end zone for the Joku. What a grab! Oh my! Second down and goal. Jackson throwing to the end zone, caught. Touchdown Ravens. Incredible. Everybody's moving around for the Ravens. Yeah, here's Tillman. On the slant into the end zone. Doorstep of for 5 over 50. 60 for his career. High snap handled well. Kick is on the way. It doesn't have a lot, but it has. No, it's off to the left. Lamar, like he's in the backyard, just playing with his buddies. He's looking long to the middle of the field. Bateman. Oh, he had it. Feely, Ross Tucker, Tom McCarthy, Lamar Jackson pitches it to Henry, and Henry goes to the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens. Winston going for it all for the end zone for Tillman. He's got it!
Never gotta ask me what you plan for. Private jet, we putting.
And the Browns, oh my god, pull off a stunner over the Ravens. I actually don't think this is actually as big as a stunner as many people would have thought, and you can go check the prediction. I still picked the Ravens, but I'm like, yeah, Jameis Winston could ruffle some feathers in this one, and that is exactly what he did. As the Browns snap their 5-game losing streak, and yeah, they score a lot more than 20 points with him, and he proves why he is by far the better quarterback than Deshaun Watson. And if he started to begin the year, they probably would be 6-2, to be honest with you. No, they wouldn't be that good, but still, the Ravens are a team you cannot trust. I mean, there's no way around it. I mean, they're gonna again, when their offense is having a good day, they're gonna blow out a lot of teams. They're gonna look really good, but the defense is just a complete mess. There's no way around it. They got a lot of talent. There's no way around that either. But I mean, there's a lot of ways to attack that. There's a lot of ways around that Ravens defense, to be honest with you. Of course, they're now 5-3. Snapped that 5-game winning streak. Again, that loss against the Raiders is actually looking a little bit bad now because I don't really know how the Monday night game with the Steelers is going right now. But again, my guess is they're probably going to be atop the division, which is not good for the Ravens. Of course, they'll be playing the Broncos next week. That'll be a tough game for them. Again, they should be able to win it, but again, it's definitely going to be a test. Browns on the other side, I mean, guys, they're not in a good spot, but hey, they got this big upset win, and that is something. They're going to be playing the Chargers, so maybe they pull off another one. For Lamar, though, he wasn't exactly bad. I just don't think he was super indecisive. And also, I mean, he was holding the ball for like ever on some of those plays. 23 of 38, though, 289, 2 touchdowns. Again, if he was a little bit more, I don't even know, complacent, actually, that might have worked out a little bit better for them. But obviously, he still had a pretty darn good day statistically. Derrick Henry getting 11 carries is never really an excuse. Again, there's no way around it. Like, how the heck did he only get 11 carries? I mean, it might be good in, like, the postseason, considering, again, those 11 carries. Again, add 9 to the total. You probably can get extra of those in the postseason, I guess. But, like, yeah, you got to give him more carries than this. Obviously, Justice Hill wasn't very good. That's the only thing you really get many snaps. Lamar, of course, 46 rushing yards. Zay Flowers continues to show why he's a top 20 receiver at the very least right now. 7 catches for 115 yards. Isaiah Likely was pretty good as an underneath guy. Of course, Mark Andrews and Nelson Aguilar caught the touchdowns. Overall, for this offense, though, it just didn't really seem they had much structure. They kind of got out of their rhythm. And credit to that Browns defense for that, to be honest with you guys. For this defense, though, first things first. Whenever you give up a touchdown because you are not ready, that is on everybody. Literally everybody, even the defensive coordinator. You got to communicate better there. And more importantly, Kyle Hamilton, yes, I get he dropped the pick. Again, that would have been the game. Honestly, would have made him Defensive Player of the Week. So he kind of sold in that sense, but he was the only guy in this defense that really did anything. Roquan Smith was completely out of the game. Yeah, he had 8 tackles, but like he was all over the place. Really didn't seem like he was that focused. Trent Simpson reared his ugly head in terms of his inexperience there. Brandon Stevens was awful. He gave up some really bad plays. Jalen Howard Davis, again, he seems to be growing, but big step back in this one. Ardarius Washington was also terrible. They didn't get any pressure. Again, credit to that Browns O-line, especially in that second half, to like really being able to neutralize that Ravens offense or pass rush. But yeah, the Ravens defense took a big step back in this one, and again, it's really time to reevaluate some stuff because if that doesn't happen, this defense will be a kind of an Achilles heel again if they're not. Again, this was obviously a trap game for them, but again, same time, kind of Achilles heel. Justin Tucker's Achilles heel, I guess, is now hitting 50-yard field goals because he shanked another one. Not really a shank, but he still missed one. Again, he's got to work that out. For the Browns, again, famous Jameis will definitely be Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC. He had 27-41 for 334 and 3 touchdowns. Holy crap. This is the good Jameis Winston. Again, this is the ceiling with him. He can go up against the best of them, but he also can, again, rear his ugly head, which might happen in the next week or two. Just be ready for that. But obviously, famous Jameis is going to do his thing out there. They didn't run the ball well, but it didn't matter considering what Jameis was able to do. Again, the O-line, I think, did a really good job protecting, though. I got to give them their props there. A lot better than what we've seen the past couple weeks. Cedric Tillman obviously has emerged as a guy who might be, again, who maybe he's the number 1 guy, especially over the second half of the season. 799, obviously 2 touchdowns. That was definitely coverage bust in the second one. But hey, touchdown's a touchdown. David Njoku, I like to see him get traded, but the Rams. But still, 5 for 61 on a touchdown, really good again on maybe his last game to Browns. Maybe he'll stay with him. I don't know. They'll figure something out there. Jared Judy, 5 for 79. He showed up. Elijah Moore with 8 for 85. Let's put it as it is. What is it called? Kevin Stefanski really schemed these guys open really well, and also all these guys were getting completely left open on some of these quicker releases. And Jameis Winston was just throwing the ball around the yard. And again, he was basically when Jameis is when you look at Jameis Winston, when he has good games, it's because the defense doesn't do anything about it. They made no adjustments. They didn't really care. And when that happens, you're gonna lose these games, guys. Ravens defense got to do stuff about a guy like that, and obviously they didn't. So yeah, they lost. But again, if you do something about it, it's gonna be bad. Either way, out of that tangent. Defensively, JOK, really scary injury, but I don't think he should be okay. 7 tackles and a sack, though, for him otherwise. Outside of that, though, corners were very physical, made it hard on the receivers to really create separation, as well as the fact that, again, the running game had no rhythm at all either. I got to give him props there as well. I would say overall, Okoronkwo had like 5 pressures. He was a menace off the edge. And they got Lamar Jackson doing a situation where he was scrambling every play, which it's not always good, but, again, in this case, it was. So, Browns defense, obviously, you're so talented. You showed it in this one. Seemed like you had a lot more pride than we saw the past couple weeks. It wasn't obviously your fault. When Deshaun Watson's your starting quarterback, kind of hard to get up to that. Browns had over 400 yards of total offense. Both teams are basically dead even yards per play. Again, Ravens still out-rushed them by nearly 50 yards. Again, the fumble loss on the Jameis Winston blindside block wasn't good, though. But it came down to it, guys. Again, the efficiency by the Browns on third down was actually the difference when it comes down to it. But with that said, huge upset for the Browns. I'm not going to go too gung-ho on the Ravens losing this one, but still, it was a bad loss. There's no way around it, obviously. But with that said, let's get to another bad loss, but not really in the same way.
C.J. Stroud getting set to lead the Texans on the field against the Colts.
Keeps it. Now steps up, looking deep. Has a wide open man. Josh Downs. Nobody in sight. And Downs will go. Touchdown.
He had the beat for this team, and they've just supported him from day one.
There he goes again. Mixon at the 5. Lowers his shoulder. And he's in for the touchdown.
A designed run for the quarterback, but an incomplete.
Picked off! Petrie at the 10! Petrie cuts it back! Ends with all 3 timeouts. Stroud stays in there, throws end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown!
Catch. Got the play off in time. They hustle to the line. Diggs is wide open. Diggs comes back at the 30. Diggs at the 20. From the 23-yard line.
Richardson in big trouble here. Stays on his feet. Now he's going to run. Richardson. 10. Richardson has Downs down there. Downs! He's got it! What a catch! Richardson, same play to Taylor, and this time he's in. A pitch to Mixon. He can't handle the football. It's loose. The Colts have it. Richardson buying time for his receivers to get down there. He's in trouble. And Richardson trying to stay alive. Laterals to Braden Smith. Scooped up by Autry. Ball is still loose.
I know Lizard. Bringing up the pass, the shit out of.
And the Texans are in a very good spot in the AFC South, obviously, after holding another Colts surge. Of course, knocking them off 23-20 and completing the season sweep of their biggest threat, I guess, this year, considering that the other two AFC South, I don't even know what to call them, opponents are combined 3 wins on the season to the Texans 6. They should be in a good spot. Obviously, though, again, the Texans are basically at this point 3 games on the Colts, because, again, the Colts need to go, what is it? They have to win 3 more games than the Texans the rest of the way. Obviously, that's kind of obvious. But considering, again, they have the tiebreaker there. But obviously, 23-20 was the final score. It wasn't exactly the most pretty game by either teams, obviously. Colts, I mean, again, like most of the games this season, it's been them really just, like, kind of throwing away any opportunity they've gotten. But they have a shot, I guess, to bounce back against the Vikings. But considering how they've been playing this year, probably not going to happen. Texans on the other side obviously moved to 6-2. Big bounce back after that game against the Packers. But, again, they still didn't play their best football. They'll have a chance to do that next week against the... Who the heck are they even playing next week? Let me think. Oh, they're playing the Jets. Never mind, on Thursday Night Football. So it is a short week, but again, deal with it. Or Big Tony, as big as he is, he still can't hit the broadside of a barn as hard as he tries. I mean, 2 of 15 in the first half. That's like Jordan Poole efficiency. But still, 175 yards, of course, a 69-yard touchdown. Nice. Again, Jordan Poole would also like that. The pick was not nice. That was a really bad mistake. Again, Anthony Richardson's like so all over the place. He can't hit to the broadside of a barn. If he's not any more consistent, guys, this offense will just be all over the place. Jonathan Taylor is arguably the best running back in football right now at 105 yards and touchdown. He was like a juice factor. Again, just the physicality was crazy. Josh Downs, I don't know what the hell they'll call that 13-yard play, but again, it was still a 13-yard play and a first down. Josh Downs, 4 for 109 and a touchdown. He obviously didn't do too much out of the touchdown, but really no one else did. He threw it to a lot of different guys, but I mean, considering Michael Pittman Jr. only caught 1 pass, not great. Obviously, a lot of drops from these receivers, and also the O-line really wasn't sustaining any blocks. They really haven't been able to do that really at all this season in total, so that is a little bit of a concern. Outside of that, though, I mean, again, their run blocking was pretty solid for JT. I think they actually should have run the ball even more, maybe with a guy like, I don't know, Trey Sermon. But outside of that, I mean, again, when AR's this what is it called? Inefficient. Again, it's kind of hard to be a productive offense. For this defense, though, Zaire Franklin, 11 tackles. He, again, continues to be a big force in this run defense. E.J. Speed was very good in coverage. He made some big plays in the open field. Dale Diengbo, DeForest Buckner were pretty good up the middle. I would say Grover Super, though, was really the reason this run defense really worked. Because, again, Zaire Franklin did miss some gaps and really wasn't, again, always, on the right page, which is really uncharacteristic for him. But, again, he was still really good. Again, it was just Grover Super really helped him out in some plays. Jalen Jones continues to show that maybe he could be a number 1 guy. I don't know for sure yet. Again, Kenny Moore played pretty well, too. Overall, I liked how this defense played, again, outside of a couple plays, but overall, still pretty solid. Matt Gay had 2 field goals as well. For the Texans on their side, obviously, he shot 25-37, 285, touchdown. Pretty solid day at the office from him. He had, again, was challenged a lot and made a lot of big throws. Joe Mixon, not as efficient as we've seen in the past couple weeks, but still had 102 yards, and, of course, a touchdown, broke a lot of tackles as well. For the receiving-wise, of course, Savon Diggs, 45-yard catch, but he was neutralized outside of that. Tank Dell also had a touchdown. Really, what it came down to, they didn't really have any explosives as an offense in total, but, again, when they were able to get those big third-down conversions as well as, again, being able to make those plays underneath, really helped them get propel towards that win. For this defense, though, obviously Will Anderson Jr. was very good, 7 tackles and sack. I think he had like 4 or 5 pressures. Jalen Petrie also had a couple nice blitzes as well as that big interception. Kalen Bullock continues to show that he's been a standout rookie. A sack from Tim Settle Jr. as well. Jake Hansen had a sack. Where is Daniil Hunter? I don't see him. Where is he? Diego Autry also wasn't too bad. Where is he though? I can't find Daniil Hunter. There he is. He had 2 sacks. They combined for 3. Obviously, that big sack at the end of the game really helped out as well. Daniil Hunter's best game of the season up to this point has been really largely disappointing the past couple weeks. Derek Singleton Jr. also had 3 tackles though. Again, I'm not trying to take away from DeForest Danielle Hunter, because he played really well this game. Fairbairn was 3 of 3. Team stats, though, obviously the Texans had more yardage. They were a little more efficient, and neither of the teams were really that great in that category. I say the Texans were 4 of 13 on third down, but those conversions were key for them. 2 turnovers by the Colts obviously was a big difference as well. Again, the Texans controlled the clock as well. With all that said, though, that's all I got for you guys. Of course, the Texans' big win over the Colts in Nevada, first place in the division. Again, now let's get to a game that, again, blown lead by the Dolphins, guys. Here's the highlights.
Here in South Florida, 2 teams trying to make something of their seasons. The Cardinals coming off a win, and this guy is the headliner.
Dolphins trying to punch it in Tua's return. Mostert, touchdown! 3rd and goal. Free runner on Murray. He got by Ramsey. Murray, end zone, touchdown Wilson.
Getting it to his guys on time.
Lofted to the sideline, dropped it right in the bucket for Tyreek Hill. Still in motion, and it's Achane running behind in goal. Who got him a crease? Beautiful block by the fullback. Achane still going. Mostert in the backfield. They'll throw it for Achane. It was lined up in the bunch, and he's in. Touchdown, Miami.
Second hand comes off the quarterback, or the quarterback takes that second hand off the football.
Oh, with Hill in motion, it's over his head. Tua tries to swat it out of the end zone, and he did successfully. Did not. Murray to throw. Kyler Murray lets it rip. End zone. Harrison. What a catch! Some of the formation. Mostert switching back. Oh, walk-in touchdown for the Cardinals. There it is. They'll run it. Connor broke one to score. 1 timeout for Miami. There goes Murray on the run. He's going to run for it. Kyler Murray has the first down. 34. He is nails again.
And with that hot Tua from the Cardinals, I'm not going to say that again. Of course, that being Chad Ryland, they are now back to 500 for the first time since, well, they blew out the Rams back in week 2. The Dolphins, of course, fall to 2-5. This team's a complete mess. Of course, what is it now? Back-to-back losses off the bye? Nah, something like that. Obviously, though, the Cardinals came back in this one. They've got a lot of grit. They've got a really good head coach. They've got a good culture, but their talent really isn't that good. So yeah, I'm not really concerned about them. But still, they're 500, and I think they're technically first in the division, which is crazy to say. But hey, that's what's going on. So I guess that's what's going on. Yeah, that was kind of a Sleepy Joe type of thing. But either way, obviously they moved back to 500. They're going to be playing the Bears at home next week. That game will be probably really exciting. Dolphins, again, they fall to 2-5. I'm not going to say they're completely done yet because, I mean, I've seen 2-5 teams do something. But still, they're not in a good spot, and yeah, they got to win out. They're going to have to win some games coming up, and they're going to have to kind of like become a wagon or something. Whatever, though. Kind of yapping there. They fall to 2-5. They're playing the... Let me think. Who are the Dolphins even playing next week? They're not playing the... No. How am I going slow on this one? Oh, they're going to Buffalo. Never mind. They're screwed. Yeah, they're done, guys. Like, oh crap. They got back-to-back. Oh my god. Guys, they have to go to Buffalo and then they have to go to Los Angeles. That's like one of the farthest flights possible. And also, I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't want to play the Rams right now. But either way, Kyler Murray, arguably his best game of the season. Now, again, that game against the Rams was his best game. But second to best game. 307 yards. First 300-yard passing game since I don't even know when. It's been a while. 26 and 36, though. 2 touchdowns. Both of them were very nice. James Conner was not efficient, but like last week, big runs towards the end of the game. Of course, wore that defense down. Also had a touchdown. Trey McBride on National Tight Ends Day. Have not mentioned that yet. Dang it. I almost pulled a reverse Scott Hansen. Yeah, if you don't want to know, NFL Red Zone, Scott Hansen said that way too much yesterday. Yeah, that's what I got there. 9 for 124, though. Marvin Harrison Jr. had a touchdown. Again, he had some big plays. Best game of his rookie career so far. I'm not counting that game against the Rams, guys. The Rams secondary was Swiss cheese in that one. I mean, guys, again... Tre'Davious White is like a freaking 40-year-old like out there. Again, that's what he looks like. So yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr. You want to get against some actually good corners. I mean, Jalen Ramsey's kind of been bad this year, but still against some actually competitive guys. Like yeah, props to you. Obviously, Michael Wilson caught a touchdown too. Outside of that, though, no one really did much in the receiving game. Defensively, Jalen Thompson is really just a run defender, but so is Budda Baker at this point. They're just completely stuffed in there. Donis Dills had a nice sack. Overall, though, some guys stepped up, some guys didn't step up, and yeah, the Cardinals defense really stepped up on that last drive there. Chad Brown, of course, hit a 57-yarder as well as of course, the game-winning field goal. He seems like a guy who can maybe replace Matt Prater. No, I'm joking. Matt Prater's old, but he's still great. So, I mean, unless Chad Allen's like, no, I'm better. I don't know. They're going to figure something out. Tua in his return was pretty good overall. I mean, nothing really in terms of, again, like crazy like combinations and like risky plays, but of course he had one nice 31-yard deep ball to, or sort of deep ball to Tyreek Hill. Outside of that, though, again, didn't really do too much, but again, overall, it was pretty accurate. Got the game done, I guess. Running game, they didn't really run the ball much. Raheem Mostert had 2 touchdowns on 9 carries, but 19 yards, so not great. Devon Achane, 10 for 97. Should have given more carries. Of course, he had the receiving touchdown as well. Tyreek Hill, a little bit of a disappointing game. I would say Jalen Waddle, a little bit of a disappointing game, too. Overall, nothing really explosive out of these Dolphins receivers, which was, again, a little disappointing. But overall, came down to this offense. They didn't really do enough in the fourth quarter, in my opinion. Outside of that, though, they did plenty of stuff. It really frustrates me is this defense. They fell apart in the fourth quarter, guys. Javon Holland completely forgot about, contain, and Cam Smith completely forgot about like tackling. Both linebackers did do a good job overall. They're the only guys really making tackles there. The D-line fell apart. Jalen Ramsey got destroyed by Marvin Harrison Jr. in multiple plays. Deshaun Hand had 4 tackles. Outside of that, though, again, Emmanuel Ogbah got completely no pressure. Speaking of that, they have no one who can really win consistently off the edge, and when that is the case, as well as the fact they can't really get any penetration, it's kind of hard to generate any sort of pass rush, and it really puts a burden on that secondary. Also, though, Kyler again when the Dolphins DCU, again, who even is it? No, it's, what's his name? Vic Fangio, when he did dial some really good blitzes, like with Jalen Ramsey, Kyler just broke it, because, again, that's what he does. Team stats, though, yeah, both teams had over 350 yards of offense, 375 to be exact. Both teams were pretty efficient overall, not true great. I will say this, though, the Dolphins were really good on third down. Didn't really serve them well, though, because, again, neither team turned over the ball. Only 5 combined punts. And when it came down to it, the Cardinals just, again, wanted it more, and they got the W. Of course, the 9-point comeback in the fourth quarter, again, they were down by 10 points at 1 point as well. Dolphins fans, you're going to have to play probably the best game you're going to see out of this team all season if you want even any sniff of a shot at knocking off Buffalo next week. But with that said, the Cardinals snatched victory out of the hands of the Dolphins, and yeah, they're back at 500. And yeah, here's what happened in another game that had a lot of shenanigans. Jesus, towards the end of it.
Welcome to Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars getting set to host Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers.
Second down and 11. Love's pass inside is picked off.
Going to have to work on with the interceptions. Have to slow that down, especially against good opposition.
And now Lawrence is picked off. First and goal from the Jaguars 3. 2 tight ends. Here is Jacobs up the middle for a Packers touchdown. Fires downfield, wide open, and breaking free is the tight end Kraft. Inside the 20, it's still going. On second and goal, it's Lawrence spins. With the push, will he get there? He does. Second down and 5. Lawrence throws, end zone. Thomas, touchdown. Now hands it off, Jacobs. Comes to the outside. Josh Jacobs inside the 20, the 10, to the end zone.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be blitzing. Nope, he backs out.
Go down in 6. Lost pressure. Lost the football.
Just got away from him, and it sets up the Packers.
Second and goal. Touchdown. Tucker Kraft. Lawrence looking, throws, end zone, going up to make the catches, Ingram for a Jaguars touchdown! On second and 6, fake to Jacobs. Uh-oh, he's got him. Willis to a wide open Jaden Reed. McManus for the second straight week.
Even thousands of miles and still.
And the best backup quarterback in football, yeah, I said it. Of course, is able to help the Packers escape Duval with their 4th straight win. Of course, setting up what is going to be the biggest game of the year up to this point. Lions and Packers, that was kind of anticipated last year on Thursday Night Football in Week 4. Didn't end up being the case. But again, this is a lot different this year. That'll be on America's Game of the Week, too, so that'll be crazy. But nevertheless, of course, Packers won 4 straight games. Again, since that loss in Lambeau. But obviously, to the Vikings. But either way, this game was kind of crazy. Obviously, they again somehow scored, what was it, 17 points without their starting quarterback. It's pretty ridiculous. The Jags defense is awful. But obviously, get the game-winning field goal there on the game-winning drive. Jordan Love, I mean, I wouldn't say he was bad. He wasn't great, though, when he was on the field. Again, he pulled his groin, which is the reason he came out. Can't really move when that happens. 14-22, though, 196 and an interception. The interception was less than ideal, but considering again, Trevor Lawrence said, yeah, just have the ball back. Again, it wasn't that big of a deal. Overall, though, downfield wasn't, again, as big as this game. Obviously, the Jags defense, safeties did a very good job of limiting some of those passes, but overall, though, Jordan Love was still pretty solid. Malik Willis came in and just basically operated the offense like it didn't mean anything. He did a great job. That's not a really good analogy, but still. Simile. Josh Jacobs ran down the Jags throw. Holy crap. He broke like 8 tackles on that 38-yard touchdown. He was a beast in this one. By far his best game of the season up to this point. Malik Willis also got in the action there as well. Again, check down of the week. Tucker Graff on this game. What is it called? Touchdown there. Romeo Doubs made some pretty big plays. Obviously, Jayden Reed, basically the game-clinching catch and run there. I don't know how the hell he was wide open. There was just a complete coverage bust. Christian Watson was also pretty serviceable. Overall, for this offense, the pass protection, the blocking was very, very good. Jordan Love kind of sold them that interception. But outside of that, I mean, they did a pretty good job overall. Defensively, though, there are some concerns. I mean, the contested catch in like the ball tracking skills by the secondary is kind of lacking. Xavier McKinney has like 8 picks in the year at this point. It's ridiculous. Anderson Cooper had 8 tackles and a sack. He's a complete beast as a rookie, especially in this one. Isaiah McDuffie continues to show he can be a reliable tackler. Javon Bullard, also a guy who can show he can be a lot more physical than we saw in college. Again, very solid guy in coverage as well. Again, having a guy like Xavier McKinney there helps him a lot. Evan Williams, not as dynamic as we've seen him in past weeks, but he's still pretty good overall. Kenny Clark at 3 tackles, big guy there as well. Biggest thing I saw in this defense, though, they didn't really get much consistent pressure. Again, a lot of stuff was dialed up, which again is a little bit concerning, but considering, again, Rashawn Gary really didn't look like his normal self, I'm not going to get too deep into that one. But again, they play like that against the Lions next week. Well, look out. Lions can put some points on them. Jags, Trevor Lawrence, honestly, again, outside that interception, probably the best game I've seen out of him all year. He was reading the defense really, really well, especially in some of those Mike switches. Again, did a really good job there again to diagnosing that, as well as the fact that, again, he was getting the ball pretty quick, which, again, whenever that happens with Trevor, he plays pretty well. So, yes, they're 2-6. Yes, they're probably going to lose next week. I don't even know who they're playing. Well, did I even say that? Oh, the Jags are playing the, how am I going slow on this one? Who are the Jags playing? Oh, they're going to Philly. Never mind. So, maybe there's an upset sitting there. But, yeah, of course, Trevor, pretty good overall. Tank Bigsby's their number 1 guy. I don't know. Travis Etienne Jr. might get traded or something. Touchdown, though, for Trevor Lawrence. Of course, in the QB sneak or something like that. I don't even know. Oh, no. He rumbled in the end zone. He really wanted that. Brian Thomas Jr. with a touchdown as well. Christian Kirk, of course, out the season with collarbone injury. Hope he has a good recovery there. Evan Ingram has a touchdown as well. That touchdown was crazy, of course, to tie it up. Brendan Strange also was pretty good as well, tight end. So, overall, for this offense, I liked what I saw. Again, you can't really complain too much about it. Again, outside the Trevor Lawrence interception, they did a really good job. Defensively, they suck. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, Jerry and Jones, nice pick. But, again, pressure-wise, it's really individual guys just completely using their talent to get pressure. Trayvon Walker and, obviously, Josh Allen. But outside of that, no one did anything. So, until they fix some stuff, again, obviously the safeties played pretty well overall. But Darnell Savage Jr. is a complete bum. Foyce Luke did not look great. Ventrell Miller's horrible in coverage. They got some work to do. That's all I'll say. For the team stats, though, obviously, the Packers had more yards. They didn't actually outgain them in terms of yards to play. So the Jags were pretty efficient. 1 turnover to 2 turnovers. The Packers had the ball longer. Well, outside that, don't really talk about this game anymore. The Packers, again, just kind of escaped with I don't even know. They won. That's all I got for you guys here. Let's get to the next one, which, of course, was, it was very weird. But, hey, it was still, the outcome was still as we expected it to be.
The Detroit Lions are ready to go at 5-1, taking on the Tennessee Titans. Jared Goff and these Lions are red hot and back home for the first time in a month.
Those pressures, get sticky coverage if they have to hold it an extra tick.
Rudolph, good protection, pumps, throws, and it's intercepted. Nowaski with the pick. On 2nd and 5, Rudolph airing it deep down the sideline. It's Ridley with the leaping grab near the 10. The fake to Pollard, and Rudolph will keep. Thought about throwing, makes the move, and he's in for the rushing touchdown. On 1st down, Jahmyr Gibbs with an opening, and Gibbs with great speed. Down the sideline, Jahmyr Gibbs, 1 man to beat. He'll beat him.
For player injury, you can get a shot. I'll finish in a second.
Going up top, Ridley is there. He's got it. Ridley in the middle of the field. Looks good early for Tennessee. Here's Rudolph again off the play fake to the end zone, fits it in, and it's a touchdown for Nick Westbrook-Akine. Off the play fake, open, touchdown, Brock Wright. 3-yard line, play action. Rudolph over the middle, and it's intercepted by Kirby Joseph. Joseph with the pick, still on his feet. It's right in motion, play action to the end zone, all alone, Amon-Ra St. Brown.
In their exact same thing, but I trust you.
Play action, Anzalone snows on top of Mason Rudolph. Laporta in motion, toss play, Montgomery wants to throw to the end zone. There's the touchdown for Sam Laporta. Second down and 10. Rudolph jumps this one down the sideline, one-on-one coverage, and it's caught in. It's one terrific return already today. Looking for a second. Raymond up the sideline, across the 30. Khalif Raymond, goodbye.
Being given a short field all afternoon.
Swing to Raymond, he's going to walk it in for the touchdown.
I can't slow down.
Okay, not really much to talk about here. I mean, there is some stuff, but of course the Lions looking like an elite team, blow the doors of the Titans for their 5th straight win. 52-14 is the final. Obviously, they are now the holders of the most points scored in a game this season. Lions, honestly, probably scored again. They didn't score anything in the 4th, and again, I think they had like 52. They had like 49, like it looked like 11 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. I think they could have broke the record if they really wanted to, but obviously they didn't really want to. So yeah, that's what happened. Titans are atrocious. They fall to 1-6, 3rd straight loss. Yeah, they weren't very good in this one. They're gonna play Tank Bowl against Patriots next week, though. Obviously, we already talked about the Lions-Packers game. But with that said, Mason Rudolph was Mason Rudolph. He was pretty all over the place in the first half. Second half kind of did absolutely nothing, and they got shut out there. But 22 of 38, 266, touchdown, 2 picks. The second pick to Kirby Joseph was really bad. First one, I'll be honest, wasn't really his fault. Tony Pollard, 20 for 94. Again, he was pretty garbage time heavy, but yeah. Again, when he hits 1,000 yards this year, that's the game you're going to point to. Mason Rudolph had a touchdown. Calvin Ridley had a really good game. Finally woke up. Doesn't replace what he's done the Jesus started there. He hasn't done the rest of the season, but still, yeah. Calvin Ridley, great game. Congrats to you. A lot of that was garbage time. Not really. He had like 150 yards in the first half, but still. Trade him. I don't know. They're going to figure something out there. Nick Westbrook got a touchdown. Outside of that, though, no one did anything. Defensively, Quandre Diggs was awful. He was not good in this game, guys. Oh, my God. That one touchdown. He got this. The David Montgomery. Holy crap. Again, the Lions tool with you, and he got like, ooh, one of these. Jack Gibbons had 8 tackles. Sack from Jeffrey Simmons. They actually got some pressure in the second half, which was pretty cool. But outside of that, I mean, no one really looked like they were having fun, and it just didn't look great. Outside of that, though, for the Lions, the first team since the 85 or 55, yeah, I think 1955 Bears, now 100 combined passing yards in a win. Of course, the Lions now have had, what is it? Wait, what was their even game last week? What am I like? Am I going crazy on this one? They played the Lions last week. How am I just going slow on this? Lions week 7. Oh, they played the Vikings. Never mind. 2 weeks ago, yeah, the Hendon Hookers played 2 of the last 3 games. I just went slow on that one. My bad, guys. But still, Jared Goff threw 3 touchdowns. Again, first team since 1955 Bears to have over 50 points and under 100 total passing yards. Jahmyr Gibbs, 127 rushing yards. He had like a 70-yard touchdown to open it up. David Montgomery also scored a touchdown. Not great in fantasy, though. Again, only 7.7 yards per carry. Sam Laporta, again, hasn't really done much this year. I think his only good plays are off the trick plays from, again, non-Jared Goff passes. I mean, not today in the flea flicker against the Cowboys, I guess. Khalif Raymond had 2 touchdowns. I forget about the 90-yard, what is it called? Return, as well as having another return. They had like 200-something returning yards. It was pretty crazy. Almost outdid Jack Fox, who actually got his work in as well. So it was pretty cool. They had 4 different guys get touchdown. It was just field day for this offense. They kind of just did their own thing. Defensively, they forced a lot of turnovers. They made a lot of plays. Alex Anzalone had a massive sack. After that, no one really won consistently. But again, they did their own thing out there on defense. Pretty creative. Pretty cool to see. For team stats, though, obviously, I mean, rarely you see a team get doubled in terms of yardage and still win by, 38 points or something like that. Again, 4 turnovers by the Titans really tells you what went on. Either way, though, this was complete shellacking, and that's all I got for you guys in this one. Let's get to, of course, the NFC South first place game, and here are the highlights from that one.
Baker Mayfield trying to bounce back with the Bucs as he leads Tampa Bay onto the field against Kirk Cousins and the Falcons, as these 2 teams at the top of the NFC South. Trying to get to the 33. Cousins floats it. Pitts is wide open. Flag is thrown. Pitts is in. This is usually Evans or Godwin territory. Who is Mayfield looking at here? To the end zone. It is caught by Keenan. And both tight ends have for the best third down offense in the NFL. Swing it out, boy. Rachaad White turned around. The ball was waiting for him. And he busts it into the end zone for a score. Just got the snap off. Cousins rifle shot over the middle for Pitts. And Kyle Pitts gets loose again. And he's got his second.
Mayfield's got a wide open man, and he missed Jalen McMillan.
Play quarterback, you either have to have a fast mind or fast feet. Kirk Cousins has a fast mind.
And out floating one for Darnell Mooney, and a perfect strike. Has shown it as rookie so far. Flea flicker. They've run this a few times. Mayfield fires. Jesse Bates goes up top to take it away.
It's a 14-point game.
Cousins pumps it. He's got Robinson, and he's got all the space in the world to walk in for
Best of you. Good job there by Irvin popping up.
Mayfield down the sideline, and there's A.J. Terrell right back in the play. This time after the loss, now Algier. That ball came out loose, and then still fumbling around into the end zone and out of the back of it. 12th play of the drive is second and goal, and it's to the end zone for Cade Otton and a touchdown. This to try to make it an 8-point lead. It's no good. Down to this. Mayfield steps up, launches it to the end zone for the win. It is caught out of bounds.
Ride with me. It ain't like I'm asking you to ride for me.
Falcons escaped Tampa with a game they should have won by a lot more, but still they were able to get back to 5-3. They got the Cowboys next week in Dallas for a national game, but of course 31-26 was the final score. They moved again into defended first place in the division, telling how the Bucs are pretty banged up, and also that every other team in the division is awful. They have a good shot at winning this one, even if again their defense did not look good to be honest with you guys. Of course, 4-4, the Bucs are in a really rough spot. They got to go to Kansas City next week. If you know anything about them, that's not going to be a fun game for them. Either way, though, of course, Kirk Cousins, 23 of 29, 276 and 4 touchdowns. He was elite. He just shredded the Bucs in their 2 games. The Bucs defense was just hopeless. I mean, he just threw again around the yard, to be honest with you. Not as great in the second half, but still, again, great game by him overall. Again, 2 4-touchdown games against the Bucs, 8 touchdowns, 1 interception, like 800 yards against him. It's ridiculous. Bijan, not exactly the most, again, productive, but he still had 63 yards, again, on only 13 carries. Tyler Algier kind of struggled to get out of the backfield, so it was a little bit of a rough game from him. Kirk Cousins also had a really nice third down conversion on a run there. Kyle Pitts almost lost in the game. I almost put that in the intro, but I'm like, again, this game really doesn't matter, so, I mean, it matters, but again, not really to anybody else, so, or again, like in the general scheme of things, so I'm like, I'm not going to make this any longer. But still, he had, obviously, again, if you watch the highlights, again, that was a pretty crazy play there, as well as scoring another touchdown. So one of the best games you'll ever see out of Kyle Pitts. 2, of course, again, 48 yards, I think 36 yards, if I'm not mistaken, those 2 touchdowns. Darnell Mooney also got a touchdown. Bijan also had a touchdown as well. Drake London, a little bit of a more quiet game from him. Overall, the offensive line, though, played really, really well. That really helped the Falcons pretty. Again, only 7 points in the second half, but again, helping them propel to that win. Defensively, again, they were okay, I guess. Not really, though. They really struggled to, again, consistently stay with the receivers, especially even in zone. I would say A.J. Terrell, again, a little bit off overall, but he did have the big interception. Jesse Bates also, again, he's like the best player by far on this defense. Justin Simmons not being there, I think, will also hurt this group a lot as well. They kind of compensate for not having that guy who could really, again, play that boundary side to Jesse Bates as well. As the fact that, again, they can't get rushed quarterback guys. It's really bad. Like, they got to figure something out there. Young Q, of course, bricked the field goal as well. That really concerned me. But either way, Baker, he's playing his heart out for this team. Again, he'll probably get some sort of recognition at some point. But 37-50, 330, 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions for the NFL touchdown passing leader this season. The picks, yeah, they weren't great. I mean, the second one was just ridiculous. That was crazy play from Jesse Bates, but still, you can't really fault this game on him. Again, they were really able to run the ball, to be honest with you guys. Cade Otton had, again, a great game on National Tight Ends Day. Only the second time I've said it. Don't get mad at me. I'll probably say it one more time, but still, or maybe even 2 more times. Whatever. Cade Otton, 9 for 81 on a 2 touchdown. Big fantasy game. I did not listen to the advice I gave myself, so that really sucks. Rashad White caught a touchdown as well. Either way, though, offensively, the O-line wasn't that great. Baker just kind of hung in there and did his own thing, so that was good. Defensively, though, they sucked. CJ Brewer, don't know who this dude is, but he's probably going to start next week because he's the only guy really getting any pressure. Antoine Winfield Jr. had 7 tackles, I guess. Outside of that, though, this secondary really struggled in man coverage. Again, could not stick with their man, especially, again, when it comes to overlapping separation there. A lot of that, which, again, is never a good thing. Vita Vea was okay, but overall, again, the run defense wasn't even that great. They got a lot of stuff to work on, and I don't even know if some of it's going to be fixable there. Chase McLaughlin also had a 52-yard field goal. For the team stats, the Bucs had more yardage and 3 turnovers, which honestly, you could argue the difference. They were a lot better on third down, though, overall. And came down to it again. It's just, I don't know what the heck happened to that Bucs defense in the first half. 24 points, not going to get you very far. With that said, though, that's all I got for you guys in this one. Let's get to, of course, a big game. Interleague conference, interleague matchup. Yeah, Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, first matchup between those 2 guys. Here are the highlights from it.
JB, fantastic fall weather today in Ohio. An interconference battle with the 4-2 Eagles and the 3-4 Bengals.
Looking, Chase is covered. Burrow will fire anyway, and he's got him! Touchdown, Bengals! Mom Rachel in attendance, sister Maya. The throw downfield, caught over the shoulder by Burton. McPherson drives it in the air, 54 yards away, no good. The push, no whistle, didn't get it. One side, shotgun here for Hurts. He's going to keep it, faked it, and takes it for the touchdown. Play of the drive, running play, Chase Brown, touchdown, Bengals. Fake it to Barkley, Hurts, sets, throws, looking for the home run ball, end zone, Devontae Smith! In motion, Chase. Burrow deals to Chase, and Chase is hit behind the line of scrimmage. Today, against Chicago, deep shot, Chase couldn't haul it in.
Butter.
Playing to the scouting report. And it's effective. Touchdown, Eagles.
Equilibrium. Boy, they've been sensational since then.
And the ball popped free from Gesicki. Eagles take over.
And the Eagles come out of Cincy, or the jungle, as many Bengals fans call it. But it's not really a jungle anymore. It's kind of getting like the forestation. That's not the right word. But still, the Eagles come out of the jungle with a statement win. Arguably their first of the year, I'd say it would be. Dominating, though, 37-17. They moved the 5-2, third straight win off the bye. Their defense has really gotten better and better every single week. Not really statistically, but still, you get the point. They got a big game against the Jaguars next week. They're looking to get 6-2. I mean, it's not a big game. It's a game they should absolutely win. Bengals are in a really rough spot, fall to 3-5. I mean, they're just kind of look like a dead horse right now. I mean, they just got overpowered in this one. That's kind of the best way to put it. They got a Thursday night game against the Ravens in 2 weeks. They got a must-win against the Raiders next week, too. So, if they're going to do anything this year, guys, they're going to have to pull off some big-time wins over the next couple weeks. Jalen Hurts was really good, 16 of 22, 36, of course, this 45-yard bomb. That was the play of the day, guys. It was better than the Hail Mary. I don't really care what you say. That's coming up soon, too, of course. This is the first game of the doubleheader. That was the second game. Saquon, I guess was good. It really didn't seem like that much of a factor, but I guess he put up some good yards. Of course, Jalen Hurts push, sharked away 3 touchdowns from all those 3 running backs. Will Shipley also should have had a touchdown. I mean, it's like a 40-something to nothing or game like that, but obviously got called back because it was good. The O-line also held a lot in this game. I'll say that. Again, they got to watch out for that. But after that, though, of course, Devontae Smith was fantastic. A.J. Brown was really good at opening guys up. Also made some big plays. Grant Calcaterra also 3 for 50 yet. But outside of that, though, I mean, I don't really care. They had a great game offensively. Defensively, Zach Bond didn't miss any tackles. Maybe missed 1, but even that was a little bit cookie cutter. Nakobe Dean, 7 tackles. Reed Blankenship also had 8 overall for this defense. They looked really dynamic. And, again, considering what they've been able to do the past couple weeks, really exciting. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, of course, getting flamed from just being trash in coverage earlier in the season. It looked really good in this one. Of course, a crazy interception. Of course, you got the Diddy call from, what is called Iron Eagle in the intro, too. Jake Elliott was also as good as he always is. Bengals, Joe Burrow just kind of got overwhelmed, and they kind of crapped their pants in that second half. They just could not keep up. Chase Brown scored a touchdown against his twin brother, but outside of that, I mean, again, Joe Burrow had a nice touchdown in the first quarter, then kind of like a what-the-hell interception, and yeah, the offense just could not keep up. There's no way around it. Like, they got overpowered, like I said, like 5 times. Mike Gesicki on National Tight Ends Day. 3rd time. I'm going to say it 2 more times at the very least, so, again, just get ready for it. Again, I'm turning into Scott Hansen, I guess. Jamar Chase, he caught a touchdown. I thought that was Mike Gesicki. Whatever. Jermaine Byrne had a really nice catch. Outside of that, though, again, like I said, they just didn't. They fell apart. Defensively, they sucked. Yeah, I'm not gonna really say anything else, guys. It was Morgan, the Eagles being really good, but still, they weren't good. Evan McPherson also had a field goal. Bricked 1 too. Team stats though: Eagles had nearly 400 yards of offense and almost 7 yards per play. Again, the Bengals 2 turnovers actually probably cost this one, to be honest with you guys. That's how they got the big conversion. But yeah, they're 10 of 13 on 3rd down, mostly because they had some really good yardage situations. So I'll say that they only got only 1 sack on Joe Burrow. So the Bengals O-line actually did a pretty decent job overall. Again, he got pressure a little bit, but still. Joe Burrow and the Bengals offensive line did a good job of keeping them in good situations, of course, in terms of throwing it down. But again, considering they didn't really get any big plays, and I mean, the Eagles outscored them 27-7 in the second half. Kind of makes sense why they lost this game. But with that said, that's all I got for you guys in this one. Let's get to our later game window. First starting with a game that really was just a blowout, to be honest with you guys.
Spencer Rattler makes his third straight start for the Saints. The rookie quarterback coming west to take on Justin Herbert off a hot performance.
He can make it tough on offenses.
Oh, bad snap in the end zone. Robbins loses it. He should have fell on it. He's going to get knocked out of the. He's going to keep and run. Rarely does he take off like that. All the way across midfield. Will throw into a crowd, but Kamara comes out of there with it. And the Kamara's down the sideline with plenty of blocking in front. And moving. Dobbins for the end zone touchdown. All right, the Chargers. First touchdown, wasn't he? Sideline throw, and the catch is made. It's Lamb McConkey. He took it away from Alontae Taylor. And McConkey is in for things. A little cameo there with Carr. As the Charger defense. Great goal. Alvin Kamara running it.
For each offense there.
Dobbins. Oh, me. And not yet. He's doing an Alvin Kamara move. He's got it first.
Watch the hold.
Yeah, there's the hold. And good call. No penalty on Matthew. That was the right call. That's the right throw to Joshua Palmer. Shoved out of bounds. The touchdown and the conversion. That was a golden opportunity. They missed, and this kick.
So much in his first 4 years now, adjusting to this new look offense and rushing the ball.
Here he's throwing for it, and with the catch, did he keep his feet in? Will throw on the run, corner of the end zone, touchdown! It's Lamb McConkey again. Peter has a moment here, floats one, and it's caught inside the 15-yard line. Bob Means.
Give it your all, and you keeping it honest.
Nothing much really to talk about here for the Saints. Of course, they continue to fall into just complete abyss. They got a tank bowl next week. I don't think the Saints have really been in one of those in a while. But, of course, they lose their 6th straight after that 2-0 start. Yeah, remember when Derek Carr was the MVP and, the Saints were actually good? Or, I don't even know. But still, 6th straight loss for the Saints. Of course, they've all lost the last 3. Basically 4 without Derek Carr. So, that's not great. But still, they're going to have to play the Panthers next week, which should be fun if they actually lose that one. Didn't score a touchdown. They got a safety, of course, on the booted play by their punter and the whole entire special teams unit. Chargers special team unit. Again, Cam Digger, the kicker, is really the only reason they're good. I had 2 field goals as well, but Chargers moved to 4-3. They're going to be a team that's probably topsy-turvy in terms of the record, but maybe they're on the up and coming there. Of course, they haven't had a losing record so far this year. Of course, now 4-3. They'll be going to Cleveland next week and trying to avoid an upset there as well. I don't even know if it would be an upset if they lost someone. But they scored some 26 points. A little more explosiveness in this offense, a little more topness. Of course, what we saw more in the weeks 1 and 2 for them. Spencer Rattler and Jake Hannon really combined for just, I don't even know. They just really weren't the answer. Again, that's probably the best way to put it. Again, we watch Derek Carr, again, he's a competent NFL quarterback, even if, again, he chokes in the clutch, and he's just kind of annoying to watch. And, again, people hate him. He at least can complete more than 50% of his passes and move the offense. That's what these guys cannot do. Alvin Kamara, again, you saw that ridiculous run as well as J.K. Dobbins. Again, he kind of won up them. But still, Alvin Kamara, he's doing it whatever he can in this offense. They honestly should trade him. Again, just trade him to a good team. Not anyone in the NFC West. Please don't do that. Chris Olave, 8 for 107, though. He was really good. Kind of a quiet day, though. Again, when it came down to it. He might actually have a really good year. People won't notice. Alvin Kamara, again, has a big catch. Is really good for me in fantasy. Bub Means had a nice catch in the end of the game. Kind of garbage time for them. But after that, though, some other guys stepped up. But again, when it came down to it, you guys can't really complete, and again, just terrible in the red zone. It's kind of what can happen. I don't even know if they made it to the red zone. Again, they got past 50 pretty consistently, though. Defensively, 2 sacks, I guess. No, they had 3. Jerry Chase Young, trade Willie Gay. Alontae Taylor really struggled, and Carl Granderson is... Didn't look great in this one. Kool-Aid McKinstry also played like Kool-Aid. Missed kick by Blake Ruby didn't also help the thing either. Chargers, Justin Herbert again, 2nd straight week looking like a normal self. 20 of 32, 279, 2 touchdowns. He was really good under pressure. He got sacked a couple times, but still was really good. J.K. Dobbins had to fight for a lot of those yards, especially on that one beast mode run, but of course, still had a touchdown. Justin Herbert had like a 35-plus yard run. It was really cool to see. But yeah, great game from Justin Herbert. Lavicon, of course, got the 9-yard touchdown on the spinning play from Justin Herbert, as well as a 60-yarder, where he just basically blew by the entire defense. Josh Palmer with a 45-yard catch. Will this, he was pretty good underneath. Overall, this offense looked really good. Defensively, they're good. Yeah, that's what I'll say. They're a solid defense. Dan Henley's really proving himself as a true, reliable number 1, what is it called? Linebacker, of course. His tackling has improved immensely, as well as his ability to get off blocks. We've always known he's a very reliable guy back in coverage just in terms of talent and awareness, but he's really starting to grow in other ways as well, especially his instincts, which again weren't natural to him. So props to him for that. Ola Gambling, Derwin James Jr., arguably the best safety duo in the NFL right now. Ola Gambling is so good over the top. Derwin James Jr. is able to cook underneath. Obviously, outside of that, though, I mean, again, they got a lot of pressure. Again, a lot of guys doing a lot of different things. Great from that defense there. Digger, the kicker, is arguably the best kicker in the league. Team stats. Again, the Saints actually accumulated a good amount of yards, just didn't really, again, accumulate too much points, which, again, you need to win football games. So outside of that, I mean, yeah, the Chargers won. That's what I got for you guys in this one. Now let's get into a game that was a little bit more interesting, but still pretty much the same result.
As usual, it is rocking. The Bills and Seahawks. It's the NFL on Fox, and we are so glad to be with you here this afternoon. He's Tom Brady, and I'm Kevin Burkhardt. Allen going to throw a fake home, and again goes up and gets it. Touchdown. Allen zips one foot. And it's intercepted by Seattle. It is Josh Jones. Room to roll. Again. Pressure up the middle, dancing around, throws, has a completion, and a touchdown. It's Dalton Blitz coming again. Smith in trouble, backpedals, bad pass, and it is picked off. It's intercepted. They will Cook racing to the pylon. He is in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
A lot of credit going on the road to playing this way.
Cook again, right up the middle, and up and in. Touchdown, Buffalo. In goal, Charbonnet, and he's going to surge in for the touchdown.
I don't even care that the Bills won. Josh Allen's interception streak's over. That really sucks, but yeah, last regular starting quarterback, I guess that's how you could put it, to not have an interception thrown this year. But it didn't really matter because, of course, the Bills they just dismantled the Seahawks. It was really a soul-crushing loss for the Seahawks. No, it isn't. They'll be fine. But still, the Bills moved to 6-2. Yeah, they're really good, obviously. 3 straight wins after those back-to-back losses. They're going to be playing the Dolphins home next week. That is a game that could really take away the division. So, again, if they beat the Dolphins next week, I will literally say, I mean, they don't even need to try and they'll win the division because considering everyone else in the division has 2 wins, they're in a really, again, you could basically default, again, by not even the start of November, they're going to probably win the division. Or they're honestly going to win the division. Seahawks, they're in a 3-way tie for first place, not by, like, any, like, thing crazy, but yeah, basically they are, so. But, again, after a really nice win against the Falcons next week, they played like crap in this one, and they just got dismantled. They got the Rams next week here. If they don't step it up, again, they've been kind of like playing like crap past couple games at home. They will get their absolute butts handed to them again, I'll tell you that. For the team stats, though, obviously Josh Allen, the interception really sucked, but outside that was really accurate, 24 of 34, 283, 2 touchdowns. James Cook ran the ball well. They also this O-line just completely took over. It was crazy. Khalil Shakir, 9 for 107. I think, like, in terms of, like, yards before contact and just in terms of yards created, it was north of, like, 60, which is really high. Keon Coleman obviously had a really nice touchdown, mossing Reek Wallen, who just is kind of a meme at this point. He's still really good. Sometimes really good. I don't even know. Dalton Kincaid caught a touchdown too. Overall, those offense kind of just had a field day. Defensively, yeah, they were really good. They got a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot of pressure, but they got a lot of really nice coverage looks, as well as blitz looks that just kind of makes Geno Smith crap his pants. Austin Johnson had a pick, obviously, on that screen pass. Overall, though, Tyler Bass field goal. Bills look great. Seahawks, like I said, Geno Smith kind of just like crapped his pants. A lot of underneath throws, nothing really dynamic for this offense. JSN was really good in the slot, I'll say that. But Tyler Lockett was nowhere to be seen. No one was throwing deep, and when that happens, it puts your offense in a really rough spot. That's why they couldn't run the ball at all. They had to combine, 5, 9, and 3. What is that? 17 carries for a combined like 20 yards. It's not going to get you very far. Touchdown for Zach Charbonnet in garbage time. After that, though, Ernest Jones looked pretty solid in his debut. Not in coverage, which was a little bit weird. Didn't have, in terms of pressure, wasn't great either. They neutralized him pretty well. Josh Jacobs had an interception, but he was terrible in coverage after that. Tyler Dotson struggled, again, in terms of physicality up front. And the rest of this defense did absolutely nothing, and they looked horrible. Team stats, though, again, when you run the ball for 32 yards, and the Bills control the clock for like 2/3 of the game, and you turn over the ball 2 times in really bad spots, you're probably going to get blown out. That's exactly what happened. Of course, 8 of 13 on 15 of third down from the Bills. And yeah, the Seahawks were pathetic, and the Bills were really freaking good. They almost doubled their total yardage. With that said, though, that's all I got in this blowout. Not really too much else to say there. The Seahawks obviously on a team you can really take too seriously. The Bills are a team you should be able to do that with. Hey, they're getting the Chiefs in Week 12. That game should be awesome. Or Week 11. I don't even know. So all I got for you guys here. Let's get into our late window games. First, starting out with I guess a game. That's probably what you call it. Yeah, here's some Panthers football.
Week 8's presentation of the NFL on CBS takes us to Empower Field at Mile High. Panthers and Broncos in Denver. Attempt for Nix, fires it over the middle. It's caught, rumbling towards the 50, but the ball might have been out. Calls for the snap on 3rd and goal. Young fires on the slant, it's there. Touchdown, Panthers. Xavier Leggett. Williams in it back. Play action. Nix shows the speed. Fires. Caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Tight ends in this set. Nix shows off the arm strength. A one-handed grab. National Tight Ends Day. Adam Troutman says 3 rushing touchdowns this season. Looking for 4. Superman's over the pile. Touchdown, Denver. 2 times. Just a lot of short completions. Johnny Hecker will throw. That's his 26th career passing attempt, but he throws it wide.
On 3rd down today. That's been area where they've struggled all season long.
McLaughlin to the corner of the end zone. Stays to play. Blitz. Broncos. They protect Young. Flings. Coker reaches. It's a catch down the sideline. Pocket clean. Throws behind the receiver and picks. Intercepted by Pat Surtain. His career long is 60. Center. Right at midfield instead of fake. Pitch it up to Kroll. Lucas Kroll stiff arm.
But we're still competing. So you still want to make plays towards the end of this game.
Young looks left, throws that way. Coker goes up, but is brought down by McLaughlin. Nick slant, Sutton hits, reaches, and the ball pops out. Carolina hops on it. Begin or continue after this one is done. Back shoulder to the far side. Jalen Coker, that's a touchdown.
Knowing that you're hard at that. Oh, we're still running on your dashboard.
And the Panthers going back to Bryce Young, not because Andy Dalton crashed his car. No, it is because of that. But still, I hope Andy Dalton and his family are good to go. But obviously, the Panthers, they suck. They fall to 1-7, 4 straight loss. They get blown out every week, and that's continued this one. It actually wasn't as bad as the past couple weeks, though, so that, I guess, is improvement. They have a shot at going to 1-8 next week to get the Saints in the tank bowl. Let's go. Broncos moved to 5-2, like I said, big prove-it game, I guess, or maybe even like holy crap, they're actually a decent game against the Ravens. But, yep, they have to move to 5-3, so they're doing something this year, doing something right. They're, of course, best record since, of course, 2016, where they absolutely were 6-2 and somehow didn't make the playoffs. Team stats, though. Bryce Young, again, 98-yard garbage time, stat, patent drive. The booster seat, obviously 2 interceptions there, but, yeah. He, best statistics this season, I guess. I don't know. The running game sucked. Receivers sucked. I mean, yeah, Jalen Coker had a touchdown, I guess. Coker, yeah, that's even worse. Xavier also got a touchdown, so, I mean, some guys did some stuff, but, yeah, this offense sucks, as we expected, and, yeah, honestly, best game of the season I've seen from them. Defensively, no pressure. Asian Robinson did have 2 sacks. One of them was really good. The other one wasn't. I don't know. Maybe we'll have like a 10 sack season after this. But yeah, one of the better games I've seen from him in his career. After that, like I said, though, not really much pressure. I mean, some of it, but like still not great. Shy Tuttle was still pretty good. Again, when he was on the Saints, he was actually pretty solid too. But still, secondary is kind of irrelevant, and this defense kind of sucks. For the Broncos, I don't know. Bo Nix had the best game of his career. Again, you kind of expect that against a bad Panthers team, obviously. 28-37, 284, 3 touchdowns. Could have had a 4th touchdown even. Running game didn't really try to do much. I mean, again, Javonte Williams actually got 17 carries. Most of those were like wasted carries, so kind of just like we gotta like somehow like get a playoff without like trying to do anything crazy. So yeah, let's just give it to Javonte Williams, who's like kind of the guy who's just gonna get the ball, like to do absolutely nothing. Whatever. Bo Nix had a touchdown on the ground as well. Cortland Sutton 8 for 100. Yeah, he had one of the better games, probably honestly the best game we've seen from this year. Adam Troutman 4 for 85 and a touchdown. Also a touchdown from Joe McLaughlin and Nate Atkins. A lot of unique and like thought of guys to catch touchdowns. But hey, who cares? The Broncos offense looked pretty solid. And yeah, where is he? Troy Franklin is going to learn how to catch the deep ball because he's really fast. But like, holy crap, like learn how to catch the ball, bro. Brandon Jones is really good. Jonathan Cooper had a sack. I mean, everyone was good again. The Panthers make you look good. Not as much as the Patriots do, but still. Patrick Shanahan had a pick as well. I mean, yeah, good job. Jaquan McMillan's like the best slot in the league right now. Team stats. Yeah, 400 yards of offense for the Broncos. Pretty rare sight for them. But still, yeah, they won. Two sacks given up is a little bit concerning, but 11 of 17 on 3rd down. They actually lost 2 fumbles. I didn't realize that. But still, yeah, the Broncos won. That's what I got. All right, time for, I don't know, maybe a little bit more interesting. Sleepwalking Chiefs on now. Yeah, I guess. They're undefeated.
From Las Vegas, CBS Sports presents the National Football League. Today, it's the defending Super Bowl champion.
They're going to have to try and do that here to stop the Chiefs.
Hunt, 2nd goal. Digging, turning, pushed, shoved. Trey Smith, and down goal.
Minshew, here they come up the middle to the end zone. Caught for a touchdown. Grabbed by Myers.
If they try one here.
3 tight ends, 3rd and goal. Mahomes caught, touchdown. Kelsey, his first regular season touchdown. Mahomes, they double. Oh, that ball's deflected and picked off. It's Merrick. Got by 1, got by 2. Dives to the 3. Minshew, multiple receivers. 4th and goal. Here comes Karlaftis, and there he's put down. Wharton got him. The Chiefs have held.
A little bit more risky.
They bring 5. Fumble. Pennell knocked it away. Tranquil picks it up. Mahomes, and caught by Worthy. Touchdown. Mahomes, his 2nd touchdown pass today. Oh boy, they're bringing everybody. They bring 7 and caught. Touchdown Turner. Working on Roland Wallace.
I got a cool 14.
All right, the Chiefs into another win, 7-0 on the season. Of course, they've got a game against the Bucs on Monday Night Football. Their undefeated run actually looks realistic. They now have the most wins undefeated to start a season since way back in just 2022. But still, 27-20 was final score. Raiders fall to 2-6. They suck. So yeah, they've lost their I don't even know, 3rd straight game, something like that. Or 5th straight. Whatever, they suck. So yeah, they lost. But still, the Chiefs offense, they really didn't look too great in this one. Mahomes' numbers weren't actually too bad when it came down to it. 27-38, 262 touchdowns and interception. Kareem Hunt's not very efficient, but he got in the end zone. Receiving-wise, again, second to last time I'll say it. National Tight Ends Day went well for Travis Kelce. Best game of his season, 10 for 90 and a touchdown. Xavier Worthy also caught a touchdown pretty late, again, to put him ahead by 14. Diop, only 2 catches for 29 yards in the first game. Expect that to improve as, again, the season goes on there. Outside, though, Mahomes got the ball to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I guess technically 10 different guys, and it worked out for them. But still, again, there's still issues for this offense, and the O-line didn't really play too well either. Defensively, they're playing out of their minds right now. They had like 8 sacks. They dominated. They forced turnovers. They look great. They stuffed them. They overpowered them. They did everything they could. I mean, I want to stop there because I don't want to sound anything. I don't want to get too off track. But still, yeah, their defense is really good. Harrison Butker, 2 field goals. For the Raiders, Gardner Minshew just isn't really going to make this offense, be good. Statistically, he was fine, but, on film, oh, my God. I watched this game, I'd say, twice, I think. Fully. Well, at least Gardner Minshew's game. He had some dropbacks. I'm what the hell is going on? Especially, he backed up on someone. He had, wide open guy ripped that ball, and he just didn't. Again, I don't think he read it either well, too. You just got to watch the stripe. But still, back on track. Running game, which, again, that was really the biggest thing. They could not run the ball. There was no penetration up front for that O-line. As well as the fact that even when they tried to go outside, it just was a complete stonewall. Because FAU, not the college, Felix and Doogie Uzama, of course, their first-round pick out of TCU or Kansas State. I think it was TCU, right? I'm just going to go off of it. Felix and Doogie Uzama. I think, what college? College, yeah, no, not Sachs, college. Kansas State. Did a great job stealing the edge there. Outside of that, though, Brock Bowers, not going to say that, but he had 5 for 58. Jacoby Myers had a touchdown as well as DJ Turner. Defensively, they were existed. Nice pick from Trayvon Mulray after, I think it was a tip by, was it Tyree Wilson? Someone had a nice tip. I think it might have been even John Jenkins. Whatever. Someone really good tip to get them a red zone. Of course, the offense just wasted it. And, yeah, they're not very efficient. Carlson had 2 field goals. Team stats. Chiefs, again, had more yards. They ran the ball, I guess, better. There was really not much of a running game overall, though. When it came down to it, though, again, the 12 of 16 to 6 of 13, and, yeah, the efficiency. That was a big thing. Neither team was that efficient, but the Raiders really weren't efficient. With that said, though, Chiefs sleepwalk their way into another win against a really bad team, and, yeah, now they're 7-0. Good job, I guess. Here is obviously the game you guys all wanted to see.
For Maryland, and my goodness, what a game we have for you. The Chicago Bears taking on the Washington Commanders, with both teams surging at the start.
Barry was way up there. Here's 3rd and 9 and a deep ball. Right back to McLaurin in stride, and he's down at about the 17-yard line.
Out on the edge.
Gonna throw for it. DJ Moore. Oh, and Luvu able to push it back up to Swift. Look at Swift. Take it to the Washington side of the 50. Down the sideline he goes, and he's galloping home.
Hasn't missed this year, you said at home.
51 yards. And look at this. Comes a blitz with Wagner. Pass is a floater. And it is a completion.
This is incredible.
Too short yardage. Instead, look what they do.
Oh, the ball's out, Jim.
Ball is out. The ball is out. And it's
It's picked up by the Commanders.
Keep running.
Williams able to get around Armstrong. Now throws it across his body. Look at that throw. Keenan Allen to Williams looking right. Goes to the end zone. And there is a flag. Handoff. Johnson up ahead. He's across. Touchdown, Chicago. He can step into it. Here comes the Hail Mary with the game on the line. And the ball is caught! Caught! It's a miracle!
There's too many nights somewhere famous. There's too many nights somewhere raining.
Alright, again, if you remember what I said in the intro, which is probably like an hour and a half ago, so probably not. But I said, yeah, this game sucked. And again, that has some merit to it when you really look at it, though. Because, like, through, like, I don't even know, like, the first 90% of it, it was terrible. Like, what the hell was going on? There was, like, no touchdowns. Again, maybe, yeah, the DeAndre Swift touchdown was cool. But outside of that, nothing freaking happened. Obviously, again, like my great grandpa, he's not no longer alive, just like RG3's, what is it called, career died on this field. But still, he basically was like, don't watch any of the, again, this was for basketball, but just watch the final, like, 10, like, I don't know, like, minute and a half. If you watched it for this game, you would not have been disappointed. Obviously, first game since like 1980 or 1992. I don't know. I might be really effing that stat up, but something like that, where there were touchdowns in the final minute of the game, like game-winning touchdowns. Obviously, that happened to this one. Again, the Roschon Johnson go-ahead touchdown. Then obviously the Hail Maryland or whatever you want to call it. I guess that's what it's being dubbed. But still, again, the Commanders did not win this game. They got the gods to win this one. We'll get to other stuff in a minute, but still, 18-15 was the final, obviously. Commanders moved to 6-2. Nonetheless, they obviously have a very good shot getting 7-2, of course, playing the Giants next week. Then they got Pittsburgh the week after that, so that'll be really interesting. But, of course, no better than, again, best case scenario. Like I said, the worst case for the Jets this season, best case for the Commanders this year. Bears fall to 4-3. They're going to be inconsistent this year. Again, Bears fans, just be ready for it. But again, get the Cardinals next week, and what should be a really good offensive showdown. So, see how that one goes down. For Caleb, though, 20-24 wasn't really that accurate kind of throw overall. Again, just not really what we saw against the Jaguars, which is what we expected. So, good. 131 yards, though. D. Swift had like a 50-yard touchdown, 57 yards, 56, something like that. After that, though, I guess he was okay. Not really, though. Caleb will get ran the ball way too much. Touchdown, obviously, from Roschon Johnson. Obviously, the worst, I don't even know what the hell that play call was. Or just the whole play in general that wasn't the fumble at the goal line. That was the difference, honestly, in this game. Keenan Allen, outside of getting called for PI, sucked. Roma Dunze was out there. DJ Moore sucked again in fantasy for me. He's like so hit or miss. Defensively, all right, we'll talk about Tyreek Stevenson. I guess if you want to talk about him, well, let's talk about him. Bro, why was he, bro, what was he doing? Like, actually, what do you think would come out of that? The game wasn't over. Like, actually, bro, like, I don't know what to tell you. That actually, I just gotta laugh at that, bro. Because Tyreek Stevenson's like a great player. Like, actually, he's like one of the like better players from last year's draft class. Oh my god, though. He tipped the ball too. He was there for the play. This is too funny, guys. No, but actually, oh my god. But outside of that, yeah, the interview. Tyreek Stevenson is a goofball. I mean, you're like, oh yeah, what the hell is that? All old school about it, but you just gotta laugh. Like, that is just so unbelievable that actually happened. But still, yeah, oh god, Tyreek Stevenson, he's something else there. Elijah Hicks had 7 tackles. TJ Edwards had 6 and a sack. Sack from Montez Sweat. He is so good. After that, though, yeah, the defense just sold so hard on that last play. I mean, I don't even care how they played the rest of the game. That was so bad. Jane Daniels, bad ribs and all. Obviously, threw the ball 66 yards through the air. That's the third longest or fourth longest throw ever on a touchdown pass in Next Gen Stats history, which is a whole like 8 years history. So, oh my god, I can't get over that far. Oh my god, but still. They had 3 guys over 50 yards rushing. Austin Eckler's turned into the most probably, honestly, efficient back in the league. Terry McLaurin was really good. Of course, got a 61-yard bomb. Noah Brown, obviously, with a 52-yard Hail Mary touchdown. That's actually the second Hail Mary this year. That's pretty cool. Outside of that, though, Zach Ertz, not going to say that, but he had 7 for 77. Defensively, they actually stepped up big time. I'm really happy with how they played. Honestly, the probably most overshadowed part of that this game. This defense is the reason they won this one. Without them, they would have lost. Getting really physical, really good coverage. Jeremy Shin had his best game as a commander up to this point. Jerzon Newton looks like a guy who can be very serviceable for them, alongside Deron Payne. He actually opened up some pass rush lanes for him as well. Mike Sanders still looks like he's coming along as well. Overall, for this defense, they look great. Austin Stafford, of course, missed that one block field goal, but overall was fantastic for them as well. Team victory for, I guess, the Commanders. Tyreek Stevenson, guys, I mean, like, oh my god, that will never happen again. I gotta just tell you that. I'm never going to get over that, guys. That might be the entire intro for like the next 10 years, guys. Like that. You cannot beat that. 481 yards though for the Commanders in offense. Kind of surprising they didn't really score any more points. But with that said, that's all I got for you guys in this one. The Hail Maryland game is all recapped and real. No, I'm talking about this for the rest of the season, guys. Tyree Stevenson, you're never getting away with that. That is going to be, again, if there's anything that's going to hold you back from the Hall of Fame, it's that. Oh my God. He's going to be running so many laps for that. But also, again, if you're like just again like a coach of the Bears, you're going to be like, what do you do about that? That's just so crazy. But with that said, that's all I got for you guys here with Sunday Night Football.
Perfect Sunday night in the Bay Area. 45 miles south of San Francisco. It's 68 degrees at Levi's Stadium.
Offense. 3rd and 6, and Purdy throwing to Tebow. Brings it in across midfield. Stays on his feet. Prescott steps up, throws it down the sideline to Devontae Turpin. It's intercepted. Elliott the back. And Elliott works inside for the touchdown. No one in the backfield. Purdy over the middle. Tebow couldn't hang on. It was behind him. He started under center, walked back to shotgun and throw across. Here goes Kittle. On the run, George Kittle inside the 10. Kittle to the pylon. Officially a gain of 43. Longest of the year. 1st and goal. It is Garindo inside to the end zone. San Francisco takes the 3rd and 4. Prescott moves the pocket. Throws on the run. Motion, the blitz comes, Purdy gets it up. It's a touchdown for Kittle, however. The contact brings the flat rally here. 3rd and goal, Purdy trying to sneak it inside. In for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. Prescott to CD Lamb. Got 3 coming across, nobody with them. It's Patrick Taylor, they handed this time to Ricky Pearsall. Great perseverance stories of this NFL season. Prescott ends up shot at CD for a touchdown, and the Cowboys are alive. Prescott on a roll, gotta put it up top, double coverage, contact, no flag.
All right, again, if you've watched this entire thing, well, you're just a goat for that. But actually, I'm gonna try to go through this quick because like. You know, like, I'll just go quick because honestly I don't really care about this game. Well, kind of I care, but still, it's already been long enough. Niners hold on and knock out the Cowboys. Again, they were just a better team. Niners, of course, back at 500 before their bye. Like, they're looking pretty solid. Even if they've been argued the most inconsistent team in the league this year, they will be getting CMC off the bye. I'd be pretty confident in that one. I don't even know if they're playing off the bye, but still, Cowboys fall to 3-4. They've been mad inconsistent. They haven't been under 500 since they played the Ravens back in Week 3. They will be having a big game against the Falcons next week if they want to, you know, not fall to 3-5 like they did back in 2018, which honestly is a team that I think looks like them. Then they're gonna have to do something next week. Either way, Dak. 2022 Dak is really what I see at him right now. The interceptions are really bad. He was good against some garbage time, if you really want to call it that. I'm not too concerned about the Cowboys in terms of their like idea of maybe making the playoffs, but yeah, he didn't look good in this one overall. 2 big touchdowns, obviously late, but still. The interceptions were like really bad, and the O-line also kind of got completely manhandled up front in a lot of ways too. Can't run the football. Outside of that though, CeeDee Lamb 13 for 146 and 2 touchdowns. He got me a lot of fantasy points, like 40 something I think. He was really good. Jalen Tolbert 3 for 44. Outside of that though, again, no one really stepped up, which again is a big issue. O-line, like I said, guys, really struggled up front. Specifically, the rookie Tyler Guyton, he kind of got like tossed around a little bit. But overall, they had a chance to win at the end of it. They weren't able to get it done, so that's kind of what happened. But overall, defensively, they stepped up, I guess, kind of big late. Again, biggest thing was on that 3rd quarter. That was just a complete disaster for them, because outside of that, this defense actually played really well. Again, they're only going to give them 30 points per game, but again, if those drives didn't happen in the 3rd quarter, they would actually be in a good spot. So there's definitely building blocks for this defense. They just got to be able to fill it out. I'm not actually too concerned about them. Amani Oruwariye actually played really well overall, which again, we haven't seen again a good Amani Oruwariye since 2021 when he was basically the Lions' best defensive player. With that said, though, this defense still isn't very good. Brandon Aubrey, of course, boomed home the field goal and had one of the more doinks of the week in terms of failed plays. But still, Brock Purdy was good overall. 18 of 26, 216 a touchdown. They ran the ball pretty well. They caught the ball pretty well. The O-line was pretty good. The defense was also pretty good. I don't know. I'm kind of being lazy there, but still. Again, overall, the 49ers played a good brand of football. They were able to get the W. Clean game, which we aren't used to seeing from them. They had 469 yards of offense. Nice. Oh, I didn't mention George Kittle. He went for 6 for 128 and, of course, a touchdown. So big plays from him on National Tight Ends Day. Last time I'll say that. There we go. Outside that, though, again, manhandled in the rushing game. That's why they outgained him in terms of possession. Again, 2 turnovers up, too. But, again, 8 of 16 on third down. And also the fact that, again, they were just kind of overall better. Got them this W. So, again, good job, Niners. But with that said, that's all I got for you guys in this Week 8 NFL recap. See you guys for the Monday Night Football recap tomorrow. That's all I got for you guys here. Put your reactions in the comment section below, especially the Hail Maryland. But with that said, see you for the Monday Night Football recap tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed all the games yesterday. That's all I got for you guys here. Yeah, see you for the Monday Night Football recap tomorrow.
With him. 3 to the right, Panko to the boundary at the left. Here's Murphy, buying time to his right, throws and incomplete.